Do you find yourself searching through your fabric stash for the perfect coordinates? Do you strive to be more confident in your color combinations? If you answered yes or just love fabric, then a subscription to GEasy Color Club is for you. GEasy Bundle Club is a quarterly subscription program with carefully curated fabric bundles by me sent right to your doorstep. I handpick every fabric in each delivery with 12 half-yard pieces, which will only be available to GEasy Bundle Club members. In addition to an exclusive Stash Builder bundle, each delivery includes a booklet of information on the fabrics I have chosen, the fabric designer, additional fabric suggestions to use with a bundle, and quilt patterns that would be a perfect pairing with the fabric. Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. It is Tuesday, and we are here with you live from Studio A in Minnesota. It's hot in Minnesota today. It's supposed to get even hotter tomorrow, but it's hot in a lot of places. So we're happy to have you here. Whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a show. And of course, like our page on Facebook if that's where you prefer to watch us. Every single show we give away a $25 gift card. So all you got to do is stick around and answer the giveaway question at the end of the show, and you are automatically eligible to win. And of course, participate. We love to hear your comments, your questions. So please throw them our way. Mr. HP is running the show behind the scenes, putting your comments up and such. So we even have a backup producer. Backup. We will be talking about our class packs today, our London Calling mystery, and so much more. We have some new fabric, even some fabric that is coming later to show you, so stick around and comment. We start with announcing our winner from last week. I asked you, the giveaway question was, have you made a monochromatic quilt? And our winner is Mr. HP.
Drum roll, please.
Robin Caruso. Congratulations, Robin. $25 gift card is yours. She said, I've never made a monochromatic quilt, but I would like to. Well, that's great. I think that's kind of should be on everybody's bucket list a little bit. On the set today, you might notice we have a little bit of an updated set. We warmed it up with some wood shelves. What do you think? And right behind me is our Aurora kit. But we restocked the kit with a slightly different background, so I'm going to show you that. Those of you who have been waiting for that. And then we have some cute placemats that we'll be talking about as well. But we're excited about this new set. Now, I got some serious sewing done this weekend. Mr. HP was out of town. He had some gigs, and guess what happens then? My hot date is with my sewing machine, and it was lovely. It's been a while since I've gotten some good sewing sessions in, so it's rare for me to get that, so I was thrilled. And then sewed a bit more over the weekend with some lake time in between, so which perfect mix, you know, a little bit of paddleboarding, a little bit of boating, seeing some friends, so it was great. We also celebrated Svana's birthday early because she actually said goodbye to Minnesota for a while. And she said goodbye to Kobe for a while. And there they are getting their last snuggles in. But we went out on Saturday and had a wonderful dinner at a Mexican restaurant. That was delicious, wasn't it?
That was.
Yeah, they were classy.
Delicious.
That was great. Good service, great food. Loved it, loved it, loved it. All right, so I have some stuff to show you, but we always have a tip of the day during our Tuesday shows. So let's start with that. Tip of the day. Let's go. My tip today is for whenever you need to cut big pieces of fabric, for example, 3 yards or larger for a project, very common with background. How do you prepare it so that you can cut it with your Stripology ruler? Now, I've gotten so many questions. Do you cut it into smaller pieces so you can fold it? I do not. So if it's 3 to 4 to 5 yards, I start by taking my whole piece of fabric to my iron and I press the whole piece. So you want to make sure that you are pressing the whole piece, you're lining the selvages so that your whole 3 yard or whatever size it is, you know, nicely pressed. So then what I do is I fold the whole thing in half so that you bring the bolt fold over the selvages and you go all the way down and fold the whole piece. I just keep going and make sure it's all folded in half. Then I start on the far end. So I always cut from the left side. So I start on the right side. If this is my fold up here, I start by just folding it up. So I have my fabric end here. I start by folding it up and then creating just a fold like this. And you don't have to worry about the folds being super accurate because you can be checking that as you cut. So I just fold all of this up like this. And then it's so much easier to maneuver. So then I start with this piece here. I'm ready to lay my XL ruler on top. And here is where I check my folds. Are they parallel? Do I need to adjust? This one is, well, looking pretty darn good. So, but you can still, if you need to, adjust the folds and start cutting. So then you can just move on, cut the whole way, and then just keep unrolling the big piece of fabric. So there it is. The reason why I thought to give that tip, I've been asked about this a lot. Folks have asked, do you first start by cutting your fabric into 1 yards before you start cutting? Absolutely not. We've been filming the class packs that are about to go live. First video goes live tomorrow, so that's where I was working with those 3-yard cuts for both of the backgrounds of the 2 quilts. And so I automatically do this, and I thought to myself, that would make a great tip because not everybody maybe knows this. It's so easy when you just roll it up like that and it's ready to go. But make sure you press it all first. Press it all first. That's probably the the hardest part, really. The hardest part. All right, I wanted to talk a little bit about our patterns. Last week we announced we got our patterns in stock, our new patterns on new releases. So some of them may not look that new to you because either they were at retreat or previous sew-alongs. So we have Ariel and we have Nikki. Those were our 2 retreat patterns. And then we have our Amalie Supersized. These are the pattern covers. So these are the photos I chose for the covers. We have Phoenix, which was a quilt along back in 2021. Re-release of the Braid Runner. And then we have 2 little patterns, brand new, that use our new ruler. So Little Mia and Little Saga. So it's always, sometimes a shame when I publish a pattern, I can only choose 1 quilt for the cover. And it's sometimes really hard when we have multiple versions of each pattern. And so it's really all about, sometimes not even the one that I like the best. It's all about how it photographs. And so sometimes we think something is going to photograph really well and it just doesn't read right on a pattern cover. So it's always tricky. So I wanted to show you, like, for example, Phoenix, we had so many options because we've made so many Phoenix quilts. So I wanted to show you some of those. So we had, this one was made with Gingham Foundry. This one's a super scrappy one. I really love that kind of version and that take on that pattern. Then we had one made from Adorn. Adorn, of course, I used a single background for this one, so it's sharper and really cool with that pink and black and teal. We have some flannel versions, including this blue and green one. This was just a top when we did the quilt along. And here's another one with the plaids in green and gray. We have a Phoenix that we made from Madison 1. That was a line from a Free Spirit designer. We just got his new line not too long ago. I love his stuff. And a single background. So I used like a map background for this one. And I really love this quilt. And here's some of them. So it was hard to pick. We have even more. And of course ended up choosing the newest one we made because it just looks so cozy. Out of the flannel that is still, it's not here yet. It's still just a pre-order. So can you show them the cover of the Phoenix? So which one do you like? I'm sure if you've been following us for a while, maybe you participated in the Phoenix Quilt Along back in 2021. That was in November, so about a year and a half ago. But I love this one too. Just the blues and those tans. I just loved how that turned out. But it photographed well also. It was great. Now, you've seen a lot of Nikki's and a lot of Ariel's because we had so many versions in our retreat, and so many different fabrics were used at retreat. So we have tons of options for that. Ended up choosing 2 different ones for the 2 patterns just because they photographed differently. But when it came to Amalie Supersized, we had some options as well. So the first one that I ever made was this version out of, what was it? Something Meadows was the name of the line. But it was really, it was my first one. I love it. It's a big one. And then Kara had made one out of, what was this line called? I don't remember. I'm so bad. Touchstones, I think. Touchstones was the name of the line. And she did a little accidental play on the layout. And then Nancy had made one, a really fun one out of novelty fabrics, and that hot orange accent was so cool. But then of course I chose the one made from Root, ended up being my favorite, and it photographed really well. So that ended up being the cover. Can you show them the cover next? Well, we'll talk about this one after that, but there's the Root right above. Yes, yes. Yeah, look how cool that is. And that just photographed so well in that space we took the picture. And so I really love that. But we just made another one out of fabric that is not here yet. So this cool version, that creativity one that you just had up, I have it here to show you guys. But if you put the photo back up, we took it outside, if you find it. Yes, yes. It is so awesome. So we used this really bright dimples gold fabric for the accent. The fabric line is called Creativity Roars. It's by Moda, and it's coming. It's on pre-order right now, so it should be coming soon. And I just love the unique, just geometric prints, unique colorway with the pink and the green, olive green, and then the purples. They're deep, deep purples, like plummy, deep purples, almost like aubergine. And so this is so cool. We quilted it with, I think this is GEasy, the pattern. And so really, really love that. Somebody said that this would make an awesome quilted coat. It sure would, but I don't know. I really love the quilt. Don't think I can cut it up. We used a really cool backing too. It's one of our 108s, and it was just a perfect fit with this. So the accent fabric is Dimples in the Rasha, and then this is a Wyndham 108, one of our newer ones. So loved this version. So this would have been a contender if we had it done when photography session. So you can see my dilemma, how hard it is sometimes to pick the right cover. In a book, I can sometimes include multiple versions, but it's harder in a pattern. All right, I just dropped my notes. So can my assistant producer maybe get it? It's over here. But we're going to talk about our class packs next. So the GEasy class packs volume 2. We've been talking about this for a while. We are kicking it off tomorrow. Of course, you can still join. Today is the last chance to get the introductory price. So this is 2 classes for Lucy and for Velocity. And they're video classes. They release weekly, but so there's no pressure. They just get released. You'll access them through your account on our website. So you can watch them whenever. There's no need to be at a certain time watching. So it's not live, which is great. So we do Lucy in three parts, and then we do Velocity in 3 parts. In between, we have a live Zoom day if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about or just chat. So it's really been the first class pack experience was awesome. So tomorrow we will release the cutting video, some guidance about your fabrics, and everything you can do to prep for the first part, the first live or the first class to go live in your account, which is Lucy we're starting with. So you have 2 weeks from tomorrow. So you can still join in. You don't need to. If you're busy this time of year, I understand, but remember, you don't need to do it right now. You'll have these classes, these videos in your account forever. It comes with both patterns. And so not only both patterns, but I actually do enhance the patterns a little bit. So for example, for our Lucy, I'm offering some extra layouts. But I thought, so Lucy already, the pattern comes with 4 different layouts. Let's look at some of them. We have some here to show you. This Lucy was made by Zena, and she chose layout number 4, a really cool one. And then we have this one we recently made. This is layout number 2. This is where we use scrappy lights and scrappy darks. Very cool. You can use a background too. Then this is the same layout here, layout number 2. So just done differently with a single background. You'll see how different that looks. Yeah, I don't know, cleaner. This is layout number 1. I have made one with layout number 1, but I think I gave it away before I took a picture, unfortunately. But this is layout number 1. Then we have layout number 3. This one is done with a teal background, and so it's kind of a little bit reversed. The one on the cover of the pattern is a layout number 4, and that's my first one. So done with a gray background and then all chartreuse fabrics. But I wanted to show you overhead here, just a little sneak peek at the pattern layouts. So can you put the overhead on right now? So we have the layout number 2. So this is layout number 1. And of course, with all the sizes, you can do crib, throw, lap, full, queen, and king. So then we have number 3 and 4 for Lucy. That's like how they are in the pattern. But here are some of the bonus ones that you're going to get if you take the class pack. This is bonus layout number 5, bonus layout number 6, and bonus layout number 7. So these are all the lap sizes, so it's really fun. And just to give you a little sneak at my blocks, I put them into layout number 6. And so you'll see that during the class packs, but I just threw them up there to show you, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. I see I already need to turn a couple of blocks there, so that's good. But I just wanted to show you so that you can get excited, those of you that are already signed up. But any questions you have, let me know. Like I said, it's 6 full sessions and then 2 Zoom days. Do you recommend small scale prints for Lucy? I would say small to medium. You can do a little bit larger. It depends on what the print is. If it's novelty, big, probably not a good idea. If it's heads, you're going to be cutting off. But I have pretty large scale prints in this one that I just showed you. But once you cut them up, it just kind of becomes a texture. But there is a space that, you know, one part of the block is fairly big. I would say about 5 to 6 inches. So you can have a mix, but nothing maybe too crazy large. Although I've seen beautiful Lucy's made out of like cave facet fabrics, and they're gorgeous. So yes, the patterns that come with the class packs are PDFs because, as I said, I can include some additional things. So everything is digital about the class packs, the videos, and then the patterns. But I think it's a great price for that many classes, that many videos, and then of course plus both patterns. Would you be able to make a king size in the new layouts? Yes, so these are just shown in the lap size, but you can easily expand it, and it's easy to expand from the middle. But then these are not just, this is not what Lucy's limited to. You can take this block and play with it even further. So, okay, we got people chatting. That's awesome. Any more questions on the class packs, let us know. But as I said, if you've been thinking about it, and if you don't have time now, remember, you can do this anytime. The videos will be always there for you. So even if you don't have time now, you might want to snatch it up in the price that we have going on. All right. Let's talk a little bit about London Calling. We've been getting some questions because last week, a week from today, we launched the digital package for purchase. So we actually have 3 new things on the website regarding London Calling. We have the thread pack that I curated with Aurifil threads. It's going to be small spools this time, but really great colors that coordinate with all the fabrics. So it's a great way to build your inventory of thread. The quilt is going to include just a tiny bit of applique. I would just say it's really just embellishments. And so I'm going to do it all by machine fusible machine applique, super easy. So I love always to have thread that I can match if I want to really just hide the stitches. And then, so that one is available for pre-order. It will ship in September. And then we have the fabrics. I revealed the actual fabrics I'll be using and the fabrics that are going to be in our kit. And so these are the fabrics, the actual fabrics. You can see it's all Lewis and Irene Fabrics, which is a fabric company based out of the UK. Lots of bumbleberries, which is one of their basics. And then the rest of them, I was able to recolor some of their prints from other lines and do a special order, which I absolutely loved. So I curated most of these colors myself. And of course, that main print that we're using for the backing and just a little bit as accent on the front of the quilt is so representative of London and all the cool things. So you can hop on that. So the London Calling pre-order for the kit, if you reserved a kit way back a couple of months ago, you don't need to order this pre-order. You already have a reserved kit and you're going to get it at a different price. So you do not need to purchase the pre-order. That's just for those that haven't purchased. Then we have the digital package. And so we have had a lot of questions. Do we need to buy both the kit and this one? You don't need to buy the kit, but you do need to buy this one. This is, of course, all of the patterns that are going to be delivered via PDF, so digital patterns every month, and then a video of me showing you how to make the whole block from start to finish each month. So this is 14 releases. This special is now through October 1st for the whole package. So this is the only price you pay, and then you will automatically get this monthly. If you want to purchase just one pattern at a time, that will be available when the pattern releases, when the first pattern for the first block releases on October 15th. All right, so any questions on this one? I see folks are excited. Mary's asking if she'd be able to buy the focus fabric without buying the whole kit. Like we've been explaining, we will get the fabrics, we will cut all of our kits, and hopefully we'll have some left over. We can't guarantee it because we have to assure that we have all the fabrics for the kits. But then hopefully we'll have some left over of those prints, especially the ones that we had specially printed. So there is a possibility to get that, yes. Will the complete class pack fabrics be available tomorrow? The class pack and London are two different things. So the class pack first video is going to be in your account tomorrow, which is the cutting video, and you'll get both patterns as well, so you can read through them. But of course, I encourage you, do not get started because there's so many things we talk about in the videos. I missed that question. It was something about, do you open something? Okay. The blue flag fabric, Cassie, will it be available for sale individually? If we have leftovers, yes, we will have it available. We are not sure. So hopefully. Bundle Club is, like I said, last we heard that the fabrics will be here before August 10th. And so we're sitting waiting. It's August 1st now. So tick tock, tick tock. We are ready as soon as he gets here. But of course, it's Color Club time. So we're cutting Color Club right now. That will actually, because the 5th lands on a Saturday, right? So August 7th is when Color Club will be shipping. Yes. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Rebecca. I did Class Pack Volume 1, and Goodwin always includes great tips in the videos. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Rebecca. Love that. Yes, the last, and what I should say, those of you that have already signed up for the Volume 2 class packs, you will also get an email tomorrow with a link to our special Facebook group that is just for the class pack participants, where we can kind of talk and it'll act like as our forum. The complete class pack patterns will be available tomorrow. Yes, 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 yes. Just for you to read through, though. All right. Okay. Looking forward to it. Lots of folks excited about. the class pack special ends today. So because tomorrow the first video will be live. So through today till midnight, that price will be available. And then the price goes up when we start. But you can still join even though we started. Okay? All right, before we dive into some fabric, I wanted to share one more thing with you. It's something that some of you know that it's coming. It's in the queue. And we mentioned this at our retreat and at some shows. I've been working on and putting together a certification course for instructors, Stripology instructors. So if you know any teachers, if you have a quilt shop that is interested in certifying Stripology teachers, we have a certification course coming up. But I just wanted to tell you it's coming up. You'll hear more about this in the next week or so. So we'll start taking applications in about a week or so. Not yet. I just wanted to throw it out there. And the first certification course will be held mid-September, so right after our tent sale. So I just wanted to put it out there so that if you know folks and wanted to pass it on, those that would be interested in being a certified Stripology and GE teacher, that's coming up. We're very excited about that. And so, yes, more to come. More to come. You don't need to send any emails to the help desk because you're going to get the same answer. More to come. More to come on this. But it is very exciting, something that we've been looking into. All right, so we will have our first certification course here in Minnesota, and then the goal is to have them run in different parts of the country throughout the year. So, yes. Fast and Furious. You'll hear more about Fast and Furious in the next couple of weeks as well. Yes, there will be a Fast and Furious season 4 this year, starting in September. Yes. Yes. All right, let's look at some fabric. So first up, I wanted to mention Sleuth that we sold out so fast is back in stock. So we got it back. So that is available. So snatch that up while you can. This is Juicy Juice and Andover. This fabric line was inspired by mysteries, I guess, or true crime. Really cool fabrics, all very geometric and super unique. So that's back, and we've been shipping those out nonstop. Then we have really awesome placemat panels and an apron panel. So this is by Wilmington Prints. Let me show you. So it's a panel that has placemats. So it's really just a quilt and bind because it's 2 different ones. You get 2 of each. You might have seen them hanging on our shelf behind there. There's instructions if you want to make it larger, smaller, or larger. And then really what we did here, we just took them, we took the whole piece, and Mr. HP quilted it. So we just took it like this. He quilted the whole thing with a all-over design. What? And then we just bound them, added binding. So this one is really a great, quick, perfect for gifts. It's so cute, kind of for the winter. And then our other panel is an apron panel. That's always been a popular thing here. Great for gifts as well, and it's so cute. So hot cocoa made fresh. So this is the panel, and what we did, we took a yard of fabric coordinates. So we have some coordinates to show you, but here's our finished one, and we lined it. So easy, you can just stack the panel, give it a good press, get a yard of fabric that you want to use for the lining. We use this really cute all over print. So it's really a reversible apron. And then you can just lay it on top of the 1 yard and just cut around it. And then you can just go ahead and sew it, and it's already lined. It comes with pockets. These are pockets here that you can kind of align so that the photo doesn't get messed up. We decided to just put them down here because it seems like a better placement for pillows, for pockets, I mean, because up here it's like really high, but I think this is so cute. And so let me show you the coordinates that we have. So we have the aqua tossed print, or the teal. So it's Cocoa Sweet Toss in the teal. And then we have Cocoa Sweet Mug Toss in black. So that's just the mugs. We have a typography print, of course. I have to always check that out. I love that. All the different cocos, hot chocolate, old-fashioned hot chocolate, mint, hot cocoa mix, all these fun things. So we have the typography one that's in the cream. And then this one is Cocoa Sweet in the packed cups. So you can use these for backings for the placemats as well. I love this. These are kind of just all the cups in a larger print, kind of squished together. And then we have two just geometric, the Sweet Diamonds in the red and in the teal. So either of those would make great bindings or borders if you wanted to make the placemats a little bigger. You could always add a little print and then the placemats on the end for a table runner. There's so many fun things to do with this one. But this would make really great Christmas gifts or hostess gifts or anything like that for the holidays. Quick to make. Quick to make. And if you have, we want to practice some free motion quilting, or even if you have a long arm, mid arm, those placemats are so quick. Just quilt them, cut them out. Great to practice. Great to practice. All right, so there is a kit behind me, or a Aurora quilt behind me. Oh, you can see there's the panel. You can see the panel for the apron. It even has the straps on the bottom that you cut out for around your neck and then to tie the ties. So straps, ties. I don't know. But I wanted to show you, we have the Aurora quilt behind us. We had a kit that we had a lot of. It sold really, really fast. So I've been on the hunt to find a similar fabric for the background so we can make more kits. And I found one. It's a little bit brighter blue, but I actually really like it. And so let me show you. So we have the kits are back. So similar Starry Sky, but it's just a little bit brighter fabric than the other one, a little bit brighter blue, but it's beautiful. And then we have very similar Aurora prints for the fat quarters. So everything in here to make the Aurora quilt, which is 64 by 79. And so the blue is also your binding, so it has everything for the top and binding. Now the pattern is of course not in here. That is in our Quilts of Iceland book. So these are back in stock if you're interested in snatching one of those. Then I want to show you some fabrics that we have actually gotten our hands on, some actual fabrics, but they are right now a pre-order. And so two lines that I have plans to make stuff with. The first one is a Holly Taylor line called, what is it called? Silhouettes. Silhouettes. It's unique for her because it is a monochromatic line. And it's just so different to see the actual fabric. So this is what we always put up for our pre-orders. It's still a pre-order, so if you order pre-orders, remember you get $5 off. So let me show you these. What's unique about this is it is monochromatic, so black, gray, and then these off-whites, but more traditional. Usually when we see black and white, they're always very modern, but I really love this because they're a little bit more traditional. So cool, such cool artwork with the leaves and everything and the plants. We have like a sprinkle print here in the charcoal, and this is not a pure black. It's a little bit kind of charcoaly black. Love this one with the sprigs. So we have 3 in the darker and then 3 in the gray in the bundle. I like to even things out. Nice little dot, just a geometric. Another geometric print on that beautiful warm gray. This is such a great gray, nice and warm. And then we have this really pretty one, kind of a spaced out leaves. I love it's called silhouettes because it kind of looks like a little shadow behind these. And then we go into the off-white. So I did 6 off-white, so it's evenly split lights and darks. So I have a plan for that. So it's really fun to be able to have bundles that are evenly split to make something that would have a scrappy background. So of course a Lucy would be really cool in this. Really pretty. I love the difference in how these low volumes are more spaced out, and so they're a little calmer. So here's even more. Just the little sprinkles. We have the dots with just a light gray dots on the off-white, and then finishing it off with the other geometric with the gray half circles and dots. So this is silhouettes, and so it's a beautiful off-white color. It might be showing a little bit more yellow. It's really hard to show off-white and white on camera, but it's super pretty. So what I'm planning to make here is the Athena quilt from our Stripology Mixology 2. So let's put up the pre-order, so see how it's different. And so I'm gonna find the Athena to show you. I made my original one in blues. We had it on the show, we had it behind me last week, but I'm thinking this will be gorgeous with the black and gray and then a scrappy background. What do you think? I think it'd be cool. So that's what I'm planning with this, and of course could make some other stuff with the rest of the bundle, which is a surprise. So the other bundle I wanted to show you that we have on pre-order is Dandy Duo. Dandy Duo is a moda line as well. This one is Robin Pickens, and you see here greens, pinks, and gray. So evenly split, nicely balanced. Dandy. She had a Dandy Annie fabric line come out. I want to say it was 2018-19, and I made a quilt, and it had a very similar main print like this. I really loved it. I made my Sandy quilt out of the first mixology book with it and added up. This was one of the borders, and I think I made a few kits, and they sold out right away. This was kind of before we were selling any bundles, so I need to make another one because I didn't even take a picture of my quilt, and then I gave it away. Yes, I really loved it. So I think I'm making another Sandy. But here are those prints. It's really pretty. Now, it's been on pre-order, and I know a lot of you have already ordered it on the pre-order, but it's just always so great to see it in person. Love this. So we have some of the darker charcoal, lighter grays, and then we go into our corals and pinks. Love this print, a little bit darker. We have a paisley, so cute. And then we have that large print in the light pink. It's more peach, so it's really peachy. And then this is more coral, I would say. Peach and coral. We have a small print, and then we have the green. So we have the large print in the green. Now, sometimes I will avoid having 3 of the same print, but I feel like they have such a different feel because of the colors, so they won't read the same in the fabric. And then we have this beautiful chartreusey green, or lime green almost. Really nice sharp contrast. I added one of her thatched colors in here just for a little calmness, and then the small print here. So this is Dandy Duo, and we will have the charcoal main print in 3 yards and 1 yards. We will also have this light gray one, which I really love too. I'll probably use it for my back. And then we'll be stocking the new thatched colors. She always has colors that work with the line. So there's some beautiful coral, the pink, and the green that is going to be accompanying that. But I'm excited. So I have a plan. Definitely a sandy and possibly something else.
What you got here?
I'm going to do sandy.
That's going to be beautiful.
Yep, I think so. It's a quilt that hasn't gotten much attention. It's really a fun one to make. So I'll add a background so I can get a bigger quilt out of it and do something fun with the rest of the bundle. So we have one more item to show you today. We decided that, we have this variety of mystery bundles that is kind of, our leftover. Sometimes when we are cutting up our bundles, we have odd, amounts of each fabric. So sometimes we have more leftover of some than others. And so we have a little bit of an addition because we have had so many requests and questions about if we could coordinate our bundles, our mystery bundles. And so we decided to come up with one more version of our mystery bundles. It's gonna be called the coordinated mystery bundle. And what that means is that the 6 fabrics that you will get in your bundle, so 6 half yards, they are going to be from the same line, at least for the most part. They're going to be very coordinated, so they'll really work well together. So sometimes, some bundles are sold out, but you might be able to get lucky with the mystery bundle. Now, of course, you can't choose which one you get, unfortunately.
Mystery.
It's a mystery. But those of you coming to tent sale, those of you coming to our warehouse showroom shopping may be able to kind of pick and choose a little bit. So let me just show you some of those. I know some of these are sold out. So this one, for example, do you remember this one? What was this line? Morning Light, I think so. Yeah, so that's one of them. We have a filigree one. You can't choose, but this is just some of the great stuff that you may get, And this one is Forest Frolic. So I think this is a great idea for those that want a little bit smaller and take chances and get something super cool. So it will be added to our bundles under mystery bundles. And like I said, we'll have them at the tent sale for you as well. Sandy is in my first mixology book, and it's made with 10-inch squares. You want to have lights and darks, so you want to have a background. So I think I'm going to add a background to it. It's beautiful. Just under bundles, so this new one is going to probably be at the top if you sort it by newest first. So stash builder bundles, you'll find it there for sure. All right. Something that we should mention, we've been kind of avoiding talking about this, or forgetting, I should more say, forgetting talking about this. Since it's now August 1st, it's now officially August, our shows will be looking a little bit different later this month because we'll be on the road. We'll still do some of the shows. Mr. HP is actually got some gigs, some big ones, abroad. So we'll be in Europe for the last part of August.
Going to Germany.
We're going to Germany. Be spending most of our time in Cologne area.
Yeah.
You're performing with an orchestra, right? So
it's a big band orchestra in Cologne, Germany. That's doing a big Prince theme, and we're going over to play with it.
Yeah. So some of you former Prince musicians and singers are participating with the orchestra. I think it's going to be really cool.
It'll be fun. Come on over if you want.
Cologne, Germany, and then Austria, and yes, so we'll be there, but we'll be taking lots of photos and videos and sharing, and we'll be doing a couple of the shows from there. So we're excited, and just wanted you to know about that. Now, we might have some of our our in-house gals filling in for some of the shows, but no worries. It's going to be
Hold it
great.
down.
Holding down the fort. Remember, for example, tomorrow, One Yard Wednesday, tomorrow morning, Colleen will be here with some great deals for you. But we're going to finish today with our giveaway question. So all you got to do is answer in the comments, or you're automatically entered to win a $25 gift card. What has been the biggest mess you've had to clean up in your kitchen? Now, if I have to go back to where the kids were little, I think my daughter made the biggest mess. Yeah, and she wasn't even walking. Somebody had delivered a whole bunch of stuff and left the box on the floor, so she was all over that, and that was all over my floor. One time it was a whole carton of eggs on my floor. Just she wanted to see what would happen if she just threw them on the floor. Do you know how hard it is to get eggs off the floor? Yeah, that was not fun. So there have been some, those are probably the biggest messes. Or when my son, oldest, Otley, has decided to make anything in the kitchen, it was always like an explosion went off. But I appreciate the food, though. I appreciate the food that came out of it. So it's all right. But that's probably the biggest messes. So what about you, Mr. HP? Any big messes that you remember you'd have to clean up when I make dinner?
Mostly after the holidays.
The holiday ones, yeah. That's the big ones.
It's a big mess.
Yes, but it's worth it too, though, because we got food for days.
I think my daughter spilled sugar all over her head. That was all over the place. But it wasn't too bad. It was mostly in her hair.
Oh, that would be harder to clean it out of the hair than the floor. Ah, yikes. So let us know in the comments. Can't wait to read those stories. And then you're automatically entered to win our gift card. Now, our next show will be, Happy Friday will be this August 4th at 12 p.m. Central, this coming Friday. But we will, of course, be live a week from today, Tuesday, August 8th at 4 p.m. Central Time, same time as today. So thank you for all your beautiful comments on our new set. We're going to spruce it up and make it super pretty and fun. So thank you all for watching tonight. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.